Fat Electrician reviews Battleship New Jersey, sinking island, an Iowa class battleship. I know there's different classifications based on states. I don't actually remember how that works. That being said, by popular request, figured one, go and support the Fat Electrician because, you know, I love his videos, want to send as many people over as possible. He also brings up really cool things that I don't know a whole heck of a lot about. And two, there's been a lot of boat requests. Let's get into some of these.
Today we're talking about the most decorated American battleship of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the USS New Jersey.
That is in fact an boat. I'm sure someone's looking at this and going, ah, yes, these cannons are this millimeter. This serves this purpose. That is an boat to me. I respect the boat. I do not know about the boat.
It is the longest serving battleship in history, serving in World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Persian Gulf.
Oh, wow.
Unsurprisingly, the most decorated battleship of all time belongs to the best class of battleship of all time, the Iowa class, also known as Nebraska Premium.
There is a meme there. There's a meme there.
Class battleships were the fastest battleships of all time, capable of traveling 33 knots, which is like 38 miles an hour if you speak freedom fractions like an adult.
Oh my god. Ooh. That is a very fast boat. That is a very fast boat, actually.
Or if you've got some weird decimal fetish, it's like 61 kilometers an hour. So what
do you get some weird decimal fetish? Oh my god, please. Oh, the metric hate is great.
What do you sacrifice to be the fastest battleship of all time? Absolutely nothing, because it's also the hardest hitting battleship of all time. It is equipped with 49 Oerlikon autocannons, 20 quadruple Bofors, 10 Mark 28 5-inch turrets, and its main armament of 9 Mark 7s installed on 3 turrets. These guns shoot a 16-inch, 2,700-pound HE shell.
That's a big round.
If you don't know, HE stands for high explosive, which is American for get effed.
Get bent. The America. Yeah, that soundtrack starts playing every time those are used, aren't they? Someone on a boat somewhere has played that soundbite, haven't they? Allegedly.
I've been informed I'm no longer allowed to say fuck. Whoops.
That's the one. Yeah, YouTube gets really mad when you do that. I'm actually having to like rein in my profanities a little bit for YouTube purposes. They're just sentence enhancers. You have to understand YouTube. They're just sentence enhancers. Well, and that's the thing, is this came up recently in regards to sentence enhancers, and it's like, can you imagine if the Fat Electrician just said right? Like replace the F-bomb with
Effed. I've been informed I'm no longer allowed to say fuck. Whoops.
And if anything, there's entire seminars that are done on the impact of you know, you can kind of like pause a little bit. So if you're trying to explain something about like right there, does that not make me sound a little less confident? Do I not come across as an expert in the field? It feels like I just am not able to speak on that level, versus if I pause a little bit and then I accentuate the saying of in a sentence can break your sentence in a way that makes you seem less credible, less professional, etc. Versus the Fat Electrician dropping the F-bomb, right? It's personable. I figure it builds rapport. It grabs attention back to the subject. It's just advertisers having just weird guidelines at this point. Look, and at the same time, they also don't really get to complain when we have kids readily buying GTA left and right. That is the thing that I actually don't understand, is when you see a kid in a GameStop and it's like, you know, mom gives them a choice between buying GTA and Minecraft. And I'm like, dude, you're literally like 12. Go, what? The advertisers, in my opinion, don't really get a say in that at this point.
Anyways, these shells are absolutely enormous. So big, in fact, that while the United States called the New Jersey the Big J, the enemies nicknamed it the Black Dragon, due to its darker gray paint job and its ability to breathe fire. And I can hear the comments section already. Buh, the Yamato had bigger guns. Buh. I didn't say the USS New Jersey had the biggest guns of all time. I said it was the hardest hitting of all time.
I mean, that's entirely fair. That's an incredibly different sentence. But that's the thing. These people do exist. Like, I love that the Fat Electrician does these bits, the bits, right? I love it. Because there are people that will do that. There are people that will sit on Twitter or sometimes even go into comment sections. Thankfully, I really don't have any of those people. Everyone here who watches me seems to be super legit. Thank you for that. And you just have these people that I guess they just don't like touch grass or something, because that's the entire thing they argue, or they correct people on things constantly, right? Like, it's one thing to correct someone if they're like wrong on something or willingly spreading disinformation, right? So like if someone's like the world is flat, and I'm just gonna look at them and go, "Are you sure about that? Would you like to test this hypothesis? Would you like to look at the scientific evidence that has been provided?" I'm not gonna suffer this. Like we're gonna either have an educated conversation or I'm gonna go leave, right? That kind of thing, right? Versus taking someone completely out of context. Oh, this is the biggest guns of all time. No, no, no. I said hardest hitting. There's a difference.
Believe it or not, the American military doesn't really subscribe to bigger is better. We prefer accuracy by volume.
Yes.
While the 16-inch guns on the New Jersey are in fact smaller, they do have a much higher muzzle velocity, allowing them to have just as much, if not more damage than the 18-inch guns on the Yamato. However,
Cue your whole, it's ain't about the size, it's how you use it. Cue that meme.
Because they're smaller and lighter, it allows the USS New Jersey to carry more ammunition, as well as fire it faster. Meaning that it is absolutely the hardest hitting battleship of all time. And in
No, I don't think this is a stretch, honestly. I mean, you could probably get into physics, you could probably get into HE versus whatever the Yamato class battleships were using, right? You could probably get into that, and science it out. But generally, I mean, I don't think this is much of a stress. Also understand that being faster, I would argue, would translate to more movability and maneuverability, right? Thus, you can get into the enemy's blind spots, if any exist, faster, or while you're running perpendicular to them and then you hit their engine compartment or something. There's a number of things that you could do, in my opinion.
In 1969, while the Yamato was busy being a coral reef, the USS New Jersey proved it. Let's just read it together. The New Jersey showed what her 9 16-inch guns could do in 1969 when she nosed up to a small, heavily fortified island off of North Vietnam.
Oh, no.
The enemy soldiers were allowed to escape unharmed. Then the dreadnought opened fire. A newspaper headline later told the result: "The New Jersey sinks an island."
That's how you send a message, though. That is in fact how you send a message. That, sir, what are we firing at? The island. What do you mean the island? I want just gone. I want it gone. Like no real estate, nothing. Just I want the island gone. And that's how you send a message. At the very least, there is no longer an island there that could be used as an asset. Yeah.
I need a minute to process. Please hold. It sunk a fucking island. I didn't know that was an option. And not even just like your...
I mean, what is the meme? Sergeant, where are we fire in the Marine Corps, right? Sergeant, where are we firing? East. What? Just delete that whole direction. Just everything there. I want it gone. And it'll get done. It's the Marine Corps. It'll get done. That's the scary part. If the Seabees and the Marines both have to work on it, that direction will no longer exist. Like, we're talking like scorched earth tactic. Like, nothing will be left.
Regular ass island. This is a fortified island. This island's been drinking its milk and it still got fucking deleted. Like, yeah. I had no idea that you could waterboard a landmass. Poor Mother Nature's been rubbing 2 tectonic plates together for a millennia to make this island. And then you piss off Uncle Sam and Mother Unnature comes along and freedom baptizes the whole thing. You just got...
I mean, that is probably the most American thing that I've heard recently. Just... we sunk an island.
Your ass beat so bad, you're going to have to rename your favorite brand of butter. You're going to be putting O Lakes on your toast from now on. Geneva's going to be pulling cards out of the suggestion box like, why is this one wet? Meanwhile, these guys were back living in a Kevin Costner movie. So yeah, needless to say, the USS New Jersey packs a punch. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. My merch store and all my other links are available at thefatelectrician.com, where the Quack Bang 2.0 merchandise is now available. So until next time, thank you for your service. Quack Bang out.
I really need to get some of his merch. He has some really great merch. And that's the thing, is it's like, I'm sorry, they sunk an island? Let's just process that. They sunk an island. Sir, delete that entire direction, right? That kind of thing. That is the fact that is an option at worst, right? If an enemy unit is so far entrenched, think that does exist as an option, as far as I'm aware. War crimes withstanding, obviously. Right? But like, just I want it gone. Just gone. Just delete it. Delete that entire landmass. That is some good old fashioned merc. What are your thoughts on this? Have you heard anything about the the New Jersey. Have you heard anything about it that it wasn't mentioned? Any feats that it did that maybe are a little less shined upon, if that makes sense? Anything else that you'd like to add to that, bring to the table, so to speak? What other battleships have you heard about? Anything that you're looking forward to specifically? Let me know in the comment section, all that fun stuff. And if you haven't, go check out the Fat Electrician. He puts out a lot of great content, and I really, really love his content. So if this is your first interaction seeing the Fat Electrician, go check him out. Awesome individual, and I'll see you all in the next one.